Morning students, we are almost towards the end of the topic, namely haloalkanes and haloarenes. Almost all the information we have completed. The last part is there. In order to understand the stereochemical aspects of the nucleophilic substitution reactions, we need to learn some notations, then optical activity, chirality, chiral carbon, retention, inversion, racemization, etc. Yesterday I quoted briefly, I will repeat the same thing. Let us study what is plane polarized light. Because what the natural light we have that doesn't help us to study the stereochemistry part of the organic compound, therefore we need a plane polarized light. The normal light which can vibrate in many planes. The normal light which can vibrate in many planes, when it is passed through the Nicol prism, that Nicol prism is made up of calcite. Calcite means purified form of CaCO3 is called calcite. This is the normal light. When a normal light found to vibrate in many planes is passed through the Nicol prism made of calcite, the obtained light is found to vibrate in only one plane. This is called plane polarized light. Okay. What is the necessity of going for getting plane polarized light? If we have a plane polarized light with us, we can check the optical activity of the compound. Some organic compound can rotate plane polarized light towards right side, and some of them can rotate the light towards left side. That type of a organic compounds are called as a optically active compounds, and the property is called as optical activity. Optically active substances means some substance which can rotate the plane polarized light towards right or left side are called as optical active substances. For example, lactic acid, glucose, etc. And the property is called as a optical activity. If any substance which rotates the plane polarized light towards right side means clockwise direction. That substances are called as dextrorotatory substances. While naming the compound as a dextrorotatory, you have to make use the small letter D before naming, or you have to make use the positive sign before giving the name. For example, D-glucose, that is dextroglucose, like that. If a plane polarized light rotate towards left side, that is anti-clockwise direction. If it rotates, they are called as a levorotatory substances. It is to be represented as small letter L or negative sign before naming the compound. Like this, you should study the simple points to be studied for that. You may know that two organic compounds having same molecular formula, same structural formula, but before in the rotation of the plane polarized light are called as optical isomers, and the phenomenon is called as optical isomerism. Very important term we can expect for 1 mark or 2 mark. What is chiral carbon, or is called as a stereo carbon? chiral carbon or a stereo carbon or asymmetric carbon. Stereo carbon, chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon, the definition we want. If I take an example of a lactic acid, CH3, COOH, one side, other side CH3, another side hydrogen, other side OH. This is a central carbon, is a chiral carbon or a stereo carbon or asymmetric carbon. Therefore, chiral carbon is a carbon to which four different atoms or four different groups which are attached to the carbon. That carbon is called as a chiral carbon or stereo carbon or asymmetric carbon. For example, lactic acid. Plus or minus, like dextrorotatory or levorotatory substance of the lactic acid we can take for the chiral carbon. For 1 mark you can expect the definition. Along with the example you can expect for 2 mark lactic acid. Presence of a chiral carbon or a stereo carbon or asymmetric carbon plays an important for stereochemistry part of the organic compound. Means if there is a chiral carbon, then only it can be a dextro or it can be a levorotatory substance. Chiral carbon illa andre adu rotation agodilla. The molecule which is not superimposable to mirror image is called as a chirality. That property is called as a chirality. If we have a imaginary or a perfect plane which divide the organic molecule exactly into two halves such that one half is the mirror image to other half is called as a plane of symmetry. Important again is enantiomers. Enantiomers definition we are asking. Again, example is lactic acid. The optically active substance, the optically active substance not showing mirror image, is called as enantiomers. Optically active ಅಂದ್ರೆ they can rotate plane polarized light into right side or left side, but if you hold to the mirror, it's not showing its mirror image. They are called as a enantiomers. Racemic mixture is equimolar mixture of L and D and L, equimolar mixture of dextrorotatory and levorotatory substance, but not showing optical activity, are called as racemic mixture. L ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿವೋರೊಟೇಟರಿ, ಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೋರೊಟೇಟರಿ. ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ಗಳೇ. ಆದರೆ 10 ml ಆಫ್ ಡೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೋರೊಟೇಟರಿ 10 ml ಆಫ್ ಲಿವೋರೊಟೇಟರಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವುಗಳ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ do not showing optical activity means do not rotate the plane polarized light towards left side or right side. They are called as a racemic mixture. Among these any one of the term you can expect for 1 mark. Okay, as I said, causes and uses of polyhalogenated compounds, that is chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, methylene chloride, DDT has been deleted from the syllabus. Therefore, we are not going for the details of that. With this, we concluded that study of haloalkanes and haloarenes is completed. ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಜೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಳಿಸೋಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ವಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ವೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ 25 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ 50 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆದರೆ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಹೌದಾ, ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಲ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನಾರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪ್ರೀ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ. ಆನಂತರ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್, ಕೀಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ದ ಪೇಪರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ 4 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ದಿಂದ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ದ ಪೇಪರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಕು, ಇನಾರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಕು, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಇದು ಅಂದರೆ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ, ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗೋಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪೇಪರ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸು ಕೂಡ ಕವರಪ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ afterwards. With this, after concluding the haloalkanes and haloarenes, let us start with the second topic in the organic chemistry, namely alcohols, phenols and ethers. Alcohols, phenols and ethers, I think nothing deleted from the syllabus that we can mention. Let us have the introduction part all together first. Alcohols are the type of aliphatic. They are the type of aliphatic or aromatic compounds in which the functional group OH is attached to the saturated carbon. ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, alcohols ಅಂದ್ರೆ they are the definitely aliphatic compounds in which OH group is attached to the saturated carbon. Saturated carbon ಗೆ ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ OH group, they are called as alcohols. We'll take example afterwards. What are phenols? Phenols are definitely aromatic compounds. Definitely they are the aromatic compounds of, or you can say they are the hydroxy derivative of aromatic compounds in which the functional group OH is attached to the nucleus of benzene directly. ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ OH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ that means definitely they are aromatic compounds. Alcohols andre maybe aliphatic or aromatic compounds, but OH group should attach to the saturated carbon. Okay, then ethers are also the both maybe aliphatic or aromatic compounds, that is immaterial here. They are the type of organic compounds. Which contain hyphen O hyphen as the functional group. Means around the oxygen may be aliphatic, may be aromatic, may be aliphatic aromatic groups present around the oxygen are called as ethers. They may be simple ethers or mixed ethers that we can mention afterwards. Let us go for the details regarding alcohols first. Definition kalkonidare. They may be aliphatic or aromatic compounds in which OH group is attached to the saturated carbon is studied already. Let us go for the classification. First type of classification is simply based on the number of OH groups attached to the carbon. They may be classified into monohydric, dihydric, and also trihydric alcohols. ಒಂದು OH group ಇದ್ರೆ mono, ಎರಡಿದ್ರೆ di, ಮೂರಿದ್ರೆ tri. I am not giving definition. I cannot write general. I can give the example directly. CH3OH is methyl alcohol is an example. Not only methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, any alcohol having one OH group is monohydric. We have less examples for dihydric, trihydric. CH2OH is called as a ethylene glycol or simply glycol is an example for dihydric. Then CH2OH is an example for a trihydric alcohol. Its name is glycerol. Okay, one type. Second type is there. It is based on the nature, of carbon to which OH group is attached. They are classified into primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. I must indicate the general formula and also example for each. R CH2OH is primary, R dash CHOH is secondary, R dash R double dash OH is tertiary. Any example? CH3CH2OH is ethyl alcohol is an example for primary. You can take methyl also. Ethyl, propyl are the primary alcohols. But if you take CH3CHOH, CH3, this is a secondary alcohol. It is called as a isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol is an example for secondary alcohol. CH3OH is an example for tertiary alcohol. This is called tertiary butyl alcohol. You already studied under SN1 mechanism. The product formed is tertiary butyl alcohol. Based on the OH group, you can classify them into monohydric, dihydric, trihydric. Based on the nature of carbon, you can classify them into primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. Where it is necessary, you should write the general formula along with the examples also. Simple irutte, easy agi you could remember for many days together. Sarina? Let us go for the ಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಮೋನೋ. ಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಸಹಿತ ಮೋನೋಹೈಡ್ರಿಕ್, ಡೈಹೈಡ್ರಿಕ್, ಟ್ರೈಹೈಡ್ರಿಕ್ ಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೋನೋಹೈಡ್ರಿಕ್ phenols means OH group should there only one. Bare phenol irಬೇಕು, its name is phenol. Heading we given is phenols. Now I have written an example is phenol. ಅಂದ್ರೆ OH group ಒಂದಿದ್ದು ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ರಿಸಾಲ್, ಅರ್ಥೋಕ್ರಿಸಾಲ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಕ್ರಿಸಾಲ್, ಮೆಟಾಕ್ರಿಸಾಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ದೆನ್ DDT ಇರಬಹುದು. ಹೌದು, DDT 2-methyl-3,5-dichloromethane, 2-methyl-3,5-dichlorophenol is a chemical name for the Dettol. All are monohydric. Whereas catechol catechol, resorcinol, and phenol are the example for dihydric phenols. They are the examples for dihydric phenol. This is catechol. This is resorcinol. This is phenol. These are examples for dihydric phenols. Whereas trihydric phenols means there must be a 3 OH groups. To the benzene ring, if 3 OH groups are attached at the adjacent carbon, they are called as a trihydric phenols. For example, pyrogalol. To the benzene ring, if 3 OH groups are attached to carbon number 1, 3 and 5, 1, 3 and 5, they are called as a chloroglucinol. Like this, you can remember the examples. In the exams, we can expect the question for 1 mark. ಯಾವುದರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳಿಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಒಂದೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮೋನೋಹೈಡ್ರಿಕ್ಕು ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಫಿನಾಲು, ಅರ್ಥೋಕ್ರಿಸಾಲ್, ಮೆಟಾಕ್ರಿಸಾಲ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಕ್ರಿಸಾಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಡೆಟಾಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್. Then catechol, resorcinol, quinol are the example for dihydric phenols, and pyrogalol, chloroglucinol are the examples for trihydric phenols. ಈ ಫಿನಾಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ, ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಅರೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ OH group is attached directly to the nucleus of benzene. Therefore, no classification based on the nature of carbon. Okay. You can have the introduction for ethers also. Preparation ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಬೇಕಾದರೆ for separate ಆಗಿ. You can have the classification of the ethers also. What are ethers we studied? Ethers are the type of organic compounds in which hyphen O hyphen is the functional group, no doubt. Ethers are the type of organic compounds in which hyphen O hyphen is the functional group, no doubt. There are 2 types: simple ethers and mixed ethers. Simple ethers are the type of ethers in which there are same groups present around the oxygen are called as a simple ethers. For example, CH3OCH3 is dimethyl ether. C2H5O is the structure for dimethyl ether. Like this, you can take same groups around the central carbon. They are called as a simple ethers. Mixed ethers means different groups which are present around the central oxygen are called as a mixed ethers. Means one side there is a CH3, other side there is a C2H5. This is methyl ether. Methyl ether is one example. You can take reverse. C2H5OCH3. This is ethyl. This is methyl ether. You can take benzene ring at one side, oxygen between that, other side there is a methyl group. This is methyl phenyl ether, nothing as is also called as a NSO. Like this, ethers can be classified only into one type. Otherly, it is only into one type based on the presence of the groups around the oxygen atom. They can be classified into simple ethers as well as mixed ethers. Simple ethers means the ether having same groups around the central oxygen atom are called simple ethers. Dimethyl ether, diethyl ether, etc. Mixed ethers means if different groups present around the central oxygen atom are called as a mixed ethers. For example, ethyl methyl ether, methyl ethyl ether, methyl phenyl ether, that is anisole, are the examples for the mixed ethers. Okay, this is regarding the classification of the all I have taken. Okay, alcohols, phenols, ಮತ್ತು ethers ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Let us go for the nomenclature of all these first, then we can study separately. Let us go for nomenclature of alcohols according to IUPAC system. Common nomenclature, I just mentioned that. Which group is there? Methyl alcohol. Then like that, if benzyl group is there, it's benzyl alcohol. ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾವ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಟ್ರಿವಾಯಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದಾದರೆ, IUPAC ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ the compound having OH group are to be named by ending with the OL after the root word. Therefore, they may be considered as a alkanols. That is a simple information. It is to be confirmed by taking different examples. Common name is the first column, formula will be the second column, and IUPAC name is the third column. Methyl alcohol is the simplest alcohol. Methyl alcohol is the simplest alcohol, having the formula CH3OH. Its IUPAC name is methanol. Ethyl alcohol is the next one. Ethyl alcohol is the next one. C2H5OH you can write. That is ethanol. If I take isopropyl alcohol, that is CH3, CHOH, CH3 is a branch compound. Therefore, I have used the term iso here. What should be the name? Propan is the root word. At the carbon number 2, there is a OH group. Therefore, propan 2-all is the correct name. You could have write in another manner. Propanol anta ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ 2-propanol ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. The most correct ಅಂದ್ರೆ propan 2-all. Okay. If I take vinyl alcohol, make a different example. Vinyl alcohol, that is CH2 double bond CHOH is the formula for vinyl alcohol. There are 2 carbon atoms which you must write. There is a double bond En, you should write. There is a OH group, OL you should write. It should be spelled it as a ethanol. Then tertiary butyl alcohol. You studied already. CH3OH. You should, according to the rule, you should select the longest possible continuous chain. If you are there at the carbon number 2, there is a methyl group. At the carbon number 2, there is a OH group. 2-methyl, 2-propanol. is the IUPAC name for tertiary butyl alcohol. ಹೀಗೆ if you go on taking different examples, you can name them according to IUPAC system in the better manner. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಇಥೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಐಸೋಪ್ರೋಪೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ವಿನೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಟರ್ಸರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಈಸಿಲಿ ಕುಡ್ ನೇಮ್ ದಿ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು IUPAC ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ nomenclature of the phenols and ethers in the next class. Then we'll start with the different methods of preparation also. Thank you.